Alright, so this is part 2 to the ELD Omnitracs for American Building Supply. The first video was really just cut and dry, bare bones, basic entry level login and use of the ELD. Since that video, with the drivers here in Rialto, we've had a lot of verbal training, non-video, on inputting the remarks for fuel stop, pre-trip, post-trip, 30-minute meal break, that sort of thing, and we've gotten really good at it. So now video 2 is just to show you how to send those logs to the DOT or the CHP upon inspection. Say like you get pulled into the scales, and the officer, he can do one of two things. He can say, send me your logs, which he's most likely going to do, or he can say, show me your logs. At any point, they can hop up here in the cab and they can check out your logs. So, see like that's going on. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your hours of service.
You have 7 hours and 36 minutes of remaining drive time.
So, that's my summary. I just logged in a little bit ago to play with this ELD and give you guys a little summary here. Well, so obviously I'm good to go. I can drive all the way to wherever I want to go. So that's my status. Got my summary. They're all counting down. The general basically gives the information on the driver, which is me. It'll show your license number, the carrier number, the VIN number, the mileage of the vehicle that I'm driving. And then you have your graph, which is like your paper log. You got your off duty, shoots on down to on duty. I haven't drove anywhere yet, so it hasn't pulled up to driving. When you're gonna do your off duty or your lunch breaks, you're gonna manually do that. You know, we did that in the first. You got your day log. It's gonna show basically what's going on throughout the day. You can hit remarks and it'll show. Basically, I put in the remark for pre-trip inspection. No big deal. Okay, we're cool there. And we're done viewing the remarks for the day log, which he would want to see. Now, on this day log, the officer can hop up here, and what you're going to do is you have the date right here. You got forward and back buttons. So if he said, hey, I want to see your logs for the last couple days, you know, to verify that you were off duty, 34 hours off or whatever, you can just hit the arrow. It'll take you to the 17th, off duty, 16th, off duty, 15th, I had a short little run, and you can go back off duty for me. Most of the time I'm in the office just gaining weight, so that's how I roll. Okay, so you'll scroll back forward to your current date, which is all good, right? So we're on 12/18, that's the current date, that's my day log. You can check the remarks. Most likely they're going to ask for you to email them. So what you're going to do then is, one thing you want to do is make sure that you approved all your logs from the past days. I did that, so you want to make sure you do that at the end of every day. When you approve a log, it's kind of like you're signing it off, tearing it out and turning it into your dispatch. Okay, so that's virtually what that means. Okay, you want to make sure you have your load stuff done, of course, before you roll every morning. That can get you cited. So, you know, making sure that you have all that done, you just go to the 7-day. Okay, that's going to give you the 7-day log rundown. You see, from the 18th down to the 11th, good to go. That has my 7-day logs. So, see, like they want that information. They want to see your vehicle information. No big deal. That's the mileage, end of odometer. So they'll check that, you know, see how many miles that you drove and how many hours. If they want to do the math, they can catch you on that. So no big deal there. You hit OK. Now they're going to go to log request. Request has been sent. OK. So you're going to go to your fax and email. So if they want it faxed, you just type in the fax number. Okay, so whatever the number is, area code and the number, attention to the officer. And if they want it emailed, or if they want both, you just type in the email address. Now, For the email address, it all has to be entered in manually. It's not like using Gmail or anything like that. I mean, you literally have to put in the direct email address at yahoo.com, and you would have to spell out yahoo.com. So you'll find all that information here on the keyboard, all the proper keys, so you'd be able to spell out whatever you want. Go to symbols for at, dot, and then you have to go back and spell it out, com. Okay, now say like you did all that, and then you'll just hit request. Of course, there's nothing here, so it's telling you sorry, buddy, but it would say request sent. Within about 2 or 3 minutes, the officer would have your 7-day logs emailed, and he can print them out and go over them. I did send them to my own email address prior to this video just to make sure it worked, and it did, and came out nice and clear. And that's it. So once you're done with that, you could just sit back and wait for his report and his pat on the back because you did it right. And that'll wrap this up. And this video is just to show you how to send your logs to the DOT. Alright, have a good day. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on the YouTube page. I will respond as soon as I see it. Alright, take it easy.